In 2014, the International Motorsports Association in America formed the unified TUSCC series. In its debut season, we followed the championship's key contenders in two of the principal categories.
The first year of the Tudor Championship, I think, from a driver's point of view, it's been great. The racing's been good in all the classes.
Well, it is the first year, and I think it's gone quite well, considering the amount of work that they had to do to make this happen.
The Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona was the curtain raiser with 67 cars on the grid. Porsche North America's 911 RSR took victory in the GTLM class, whilst in the prototypes, Barbosa and Fittipaldi stole the checkered flag in the number 5 car, with Wayne Taylor Racing a close second. Wayne himself joined his sons for the grueling race.
It's probably the most nervous I've been as a racing driver in my entire career, because I didn't want to make a mistake. Because if I made a mistake, I could cost them the race.
Probably the biggest highlight was Daytona, finishing on the podium with my brother and my dad and Max all in the same car. You know, a family on the podium was pretty cool.
It's always good when you win, of course. It was a great race, a great team effort. When you win Daytona, it's always very special, so we're very proud of the achievement.
Racing then moved further south in Florida for the relentless physical battle at the famous 12 Hours of Sebring.
There isn't really another track in the world like Sebring. There are so many surface changes, big bumps, lots of hot weather. It's very, very trying for the driver, the team, and the car. It tests everybody to the max.
Long went on to claim victory in the GTLM class, and this time Marino Franchitti grabbed the honours in the prototypes.
It went all right, yeah. To get the victory was unbelievable.
The prototype championship was a season-long fight between the numbers 5 and 10 cars. In the GTLM class, Corvette's number 3 won 4 on the bounce, establishing them as mid-season title favourites.
We had 4 great races, starting at Long Beach, then Laguna, Watkins Glen, and in Motorsports. We won races when we weren't the fastest car on track, but it's been tough for us. But we know we can do it.
At this point, Magnussen and Garcia led the pack, but their winning streak came to an abrupt halt with Magnussen injured in this qualifying crash in Virginia. Out of the race with concussion, he was also out of contention for the driver's title.
It's just not great to see your teammate not being able to race, and at the end of the day, if I end up winning, it would be also because he helped me, or we win it together. If I'm champion, he's champion as well.
Going into the penultimate round at Kota, Corvette led the GTLM class by a mere 6 points from the Dodge Vipers. In the prototypes, it was all to play for between Action Express and Wayne Taylor Racing.
We're 16 points back from Action Express, and to make up that 16-point gap, basically all we can try to do is win both races. If Action Express finishes 5th in both races and we win, they still win the championship. So we can only really focus on what we're doing here, and that's going for race wins.
After this first lap disaster for the Taylors at Kota and Corvette's poor showing, neither held the championship fate in their own hands. They needed to win and then hope their rivals suffered a mishap. Action Express, however, took a podium in Texas and were now clear prototype favourites going into the last race.
Now it's looking incredibly strong, and we still have a little bit of ways to go. We go to Petit Le Mans and do what we need to do, get it over with, and then go out there and race the other cars.
The Taylors did all they could by winning at Petit Le Mans, however Barbosa and Fittipaldi clinched their title. In GTLM, the Corvette suffered a tough end to the season, losing out to American rivals SRT Viper.
When we look at our first-year participation here in the new Tudor Series, we knew going in that it was going to present some unique challenges. To take 2 different series, amalgamate them into one, is a monumental challenge. So I think the off-season will really tell the tale. We'll see what changes are forthcoming with that. I expect them all to be in a positive realm, and we're looking forward to 2015.